again, guys, and welcome to This Week in Game of Throws, where we are recapping what happened in Week 6 and looking forward to what's going to happen and what's to come in Week 7. I am your host, the commish of the Game of Throws Fantasy Football League, and we welcome you this week. Again, very exciting stuff has been going on in the league, guys, so why waste our time? And let's just jump right into what happened last week. The Man Bear Pigs defeated, no punt intended, 139-33 to 127-39. The Man Bear Pigs are now on a 3-game winning streak after starting the season 0-3. However, for no punt intended, it was their third straight loss to the Man Bear Pigs, and the last time they'll see them this year, unless they meet again in the postseason. Monster Dash had no problems handling Tayet to the end zone, 129-63 to 77-17. Monster Dash improves to 6-1 over Tayet to the end zone, who had their second lowest scoring game in team history. Their worst was all the way back in Week 11 of 2019, where they only managed 68.88 points. Balsa Hardew escaped Hufflepuff Puff and Pass by less than a touchdown this week, 114-10 to 108-12. With the victory, Balsa Hardew has now beaten all 11 teams they have ever played against in the league, and the 5.98 point loss is the smallest margin of defeat in team history for Hufflepuff, Puff, and Pass. In a battle of the two top teams in the league, a feud between family, their matchup did not disappoint and came down to the final plays on Sunday evening. The defending champion, K-Dog's Foosball, defeated the top-ranked Goff Uck Yourself 137-15 to 136-47. The .68 point victory is the third smallest margin of victory in league history. And with the loss, Goff Uck Yourself has now dropped 3 straight games to K-Dog's Foosball. Finally, Orange Crushing It is winless no more as they defeated Nat 20 Sports Ball 100.50 to 87-40. And for Nat 20 Sports Ball, this is the first time they've failed to score over 100 points since Week 13 of last season. This marks Orange crushing its first win since the first round of last season's playoffs, and the first under their new team nickname. And in another first for this week, it is both the first start of the season for quarterback Joe Burrow, as well as his first ever Player of the Week honor. The talented young quarterback has barely been utilized in Game of Throws, only placing at number 107 in his rookie season, and not seeing any action last season at all. Looking at our top 5 in the league MVP race, Josh Allen remains at the number 1 spot, with Patrick Mahomes moving up a spot to take the number 2 position. Lamar Jackson slides down again this week to the number 3 spot. While Jalen Hurts remains at number 4, it is Stephon Diggs who jumps into the top 5 at that number 5 spot. Looking now at our league rankings and starting with the Toilet Tournament prospects, despite getting their first win of the season, Orange Crushing It remains as the number 10 seed, and Hufflepuff Puff and Pass stays pat at number 9. Sliding down 1 spot, Tayet to the end zone now rests in the number 8 position, while Nat 20 Sports Ball drops 3 spots to make their first appearance in the Toilet Tournament lineup at number 7. As for our current playoff contenders, the Man Bear Pigs climb up 2 spots to see their first signs of daylight at the number 6 position. Balsa Hardew rises a spot after their victory to the number 5 spot. No punt intended, despite having the second most points in the league, drops down to number 4, while Monster Dash leapfrogs 2 spots to claim the number 3rd overall spot. Then Goff Uck Yourself falls 1 spot to number 2, while the reigning Game of Throws champions, K-Dog's Foosball, climb up to the number 1 overall position. Alright guys, with the completion of Week 7 ahead of us, that means we will be halfway through this regular season, and that also means that it's time to start thinking about, where we're at the halfway point. So I would love to see everybody in the league send their state of the team address. How's everybody feeling halfway through the season? What could you guys improve on? What are you looking forward to in the second half of the year? What are your team's goals and aspirations? It would just be a lot of fun to see what everybody's doing and what's going through everybody's head. So if you could and are interested, please send that to the commissioner's office. We would be grateful to see what everybody's doing and feeling. So there's that, guys. And maybe we'll even do some mid-season awards in next week's video, so it should be a lot of fun. Be sure to come back around for that. All right, now moving on to our Week 7 matchup previews. We're going to start with the Man-Bear Pigs taking on Take It to the End Zone with their all-time series tied at 2 games apiece, after the Man-Bear Pigs got a narrow victory in their last meeting in Week 8 of 2021. No Punt Intended has a 3-2 series lead over Orange Crushing It, but it was Orange Crushing It who took their last matchup in Week 9 of 2021 when they were still known as Rebecca's Rad Team. Nat 20 Sports Ball comes to their Week 7 matchup against Monster Dash down 3-2 in their all-time series, but also as the team with the most players injured on or on bye this week. Can Nat 20 Sports Ball pull off a miracle? Hufflepuff Puff and Pass will take on Goff Uck Yourself in their first ever meeting. The good news for Hufflepuff Puff and Pass is that Goff Uck Yourself is only 3-7 in their first time meetings in their team history. The bad news, however, Goff Uck Yourself is favored by a projected 30 points. Finally, the defending champions and current number 1 overall team in the league will take on Ball So Hard U, who lead their all-time series 2-1. Ball So Hard U even took their previous meeting in Week 8 of last year and looks to continue their dominance in the series despite being the lower-ranked team. And that'll do it for this week, guys. I can't believe we're almost halfway done. It's been a great season so far, and I think we're going to have a lot of good stuff coming up. And remember, teams have started 0-5 and have gone on to win our league championship, so nothing is out of the realm of possibility in Game of Throws. So keep your heads up, and good luck to everybody this week and for the weeks upcoming. And until next time, we'll be seeing you guys.